Hi guys, myself Ketan Shinde, professor from Genva Sopandra Moje College of Pharmacy. Today I here taking a lecture on drugstore and business management. First of all, I want to say that the all human life is based upon the principle of work. As such, work is essential part of our life, whether one of which is like it or not, right? But for that a person must having some profession or occupation, and in that the pharmacy is one of the professions, right? And the minimum qualification for this profession is diploma in pharmacy. After obtaining a diploma in pharmacy, a person has two options, right? He may either work as a pharmacist in any government hospital, dispensary, or also private nursing homes, or he may start his own drugstore like as a retail or wholesale trading in drug and medicines, right? In order to run a smooth business, right? For running a smooth business, he must have aptitude for business, and equally important is that he must develop pleasant and tactful personality to deal with all types of person, so that um, he must also knowledge about business world, business activity, and its organization is in his own line, so that the valuable knowledge and skills, personality is very much important to obtain by the a person who want to start his own new business, right? So that to obtaining the all of the objective, the Pharmacy Council of India has introduced a new subject, drugstore and business management, in revised curriculum of its new education regulation of 1991. So that this syllabus, the drugstore and business management, which consisting two parts. First part is related to commerce, and second part is related to accountancy. Right? This in that the commerce part, which consisting mainly the different form of business organization, channel of distribution, inventory control, sale promotion, banking and finance, right? And also the drug house management is also included in this part. In accountancy, the topic like as a accounting concept, convention, a recording of business transaction, financial statement, their analysis, budgeting, it have been prescribed in accounting part. From what has been stated about it, the evident purpose of introducing the subject in diploma courses in pharmacy is to the purpose of this subject is to familiarize the student with the basic concept of business, its proper management, sources of finance, to note down the various transaction books of account with having a permanent records, right? That is the purpose why Pharmacy Council of India introduced a new subject, drugstore and business management, in their education regulation 1991. Another part is the first part in that subject is the commerce, right? Commerce commerce is the aspect of business activity which is concerned with the distribution of goods and services produced by industry, right? And the commerce serves as a valuable link between the producer and consumer. Nowadays commerce consists of complex well developed system of transport, insurance, warehousing and other allied activities which facilitate trade. Hence the commerce is primarily concerned with the establishment of contact between the producer and sellers through the trade, right? The passage of goods and services from the producer to the customer, it That time the producer facing many hydrangeas or problems, right? And some of them is under, like as a hindrances of person, hindrances of exchange, hindrances of place, hindrances of time, hindrances of knowledge, hindrances of risk of damage or spoilage, hindrances of risk of loss. That first is the hindrances of person. The basic problem faced by the producer is to establish a contact and communication with the person who need the goods produced by him at a fair price. So that the commerce is a concern with the establishment of contact between producer and seller through the trade, and in that the trade is the nucleus of commerce. That is the hindrances of person. Second one is the hindrances of exchange. The goods produced by various industries are exchanged by them for money, which is the common and acceptable medium of exchange. But major problem is to settle the mode of payment, as also when where is it will be done. And the problem of exchange hydrants is solved by the commerce by means of services rendered by banks and other financial institutes. That is the hydrances of exchange. Third one is hydrances of place. In that, when the producer has to send his good to the consumer or customer situated far and near, but the commerce overcome this hindrances by providing various means of transportation of goods. The transportation, like transport agencies like railways, airlines, shipping companies, public carriers, are all the commercial undertaking, and they are the transport system which overcome these hydrants or problem. Fourth one is the hydrances of time. The goods are produced in anticipation of demand. It become necessary to make a suitable arrangement for their storage, so that it can be made available as and when needed by the consumer. And for that the warehousing is an important function of commerce, right? In hindrances of time, warehousing is the important function of commerce, and the institution and agencies providing the warehousing facilities are thus commercial undertakings. That is the hindrances of time. Fifth one is the hindrances of knowledge. That sometime the producer who are engaged in the production of top quality and reasonable price goods may not be able to find potential customer, because the customer do not know about their goods and its usefulness. For this reason, advertising and publicity can also be included among the functions of commerce. Thus, the agencies engage in the advertising and publicity activities are commercial undertakings. That is the hindrances of knowledge. Sixth one is the hindrances of risk of damage or spoilage. During transportation, the goods from the place of production to that of consumption, it may get spoiled or damaged due to mishandling. These hindrances is overcome by the commerce by providing a useful services, namely proper or safe packaging of the goods, so that the same could be safely transported and stored. So that to overcome the hindrances of risk or damage or spoilage, there are very important thing is the proper packaging, safe packaging of the goods. Seventh one is the hindrances of risk of loss. In that, the during the transportation and packaging, the loss of goods cannot be ruled out. The commerce overcome these hindrance by providing insurance cover of the goods during in transportation and storage. There are various types of insurance, namely the fire, marine, and general. And the good can be insured against the specified risk on payment of small premium. So that the companies engaging in the insurance business are thus the commercial undertaking. That is the various hindrances or problems faced by the producer during the uh, passage of goods to the customer. Another part in the chapter is the branches of commerce. On the basis of hindrances, the activities or the functions of commerce may be grouped as a trade, and second one is the activity revolving around the trade, such as banking, transport, insurance, warehousing, packaging, advertising, and publicity. In that, first is the First branch is the trade means the buying, selling and the exchange of goods. Right? And the trade may be described as a nucleus of commercial activity. It does not, however, include function like a transportation, insurance, banking, etc. And the trade is generally classified into the following two broad categories: internal trade and international trade. Internal trade, it is also called as a home trade, right? It consists of a sale and exchange of good within the boundaries of countries. It further uh, boundaries of country, the payment of involved in that business transaction are made in the nation own currency directly or through the banking system, and the movement of good is through internal transportation system owned by the state government, central government or private agency. And this the internal trade is carried out on the basis of wholesale trade and retail trade. Wholesale trade means it involves the sale of goods in comparatively large quantities to those traders who are in direct contact with retailer. And there are various types of wholesaler are classified into various types of categories, like as a super distributor or super stockist. Another one is a stockist. Another is a wholesaler dealer or sub stockist, or also last one is the clearing and forwarding agents. And the wholesalers are the serve as a link between the producer or manufacturer of goods and the retail trader, right? That is wholesale trade. Another one is the retail trade. In this trade, the retailer supplies the requirement of consumer in small quantities as per their need. As such, in that the retail trade just serves as a link between wholesaler and the actual consumer, right? In pharmaceutical trade, the chemist or druggist plays the role of retailer. Thus, a retail chemist is an outlet providing drug or healthcare services to the patient, and the retailer dispenses the prescription of the medical practitioner and they sell medicine to a patient. That is the internal trade in that wholesale and retail trade. Second type in that is the international trade or foreign trade. It is also called as external trade. It means the exchange of goods and services between different countries. When the goods are sold by one country to another, the payment are required to be made in currency of country concerned, and the movement of good is through international transfer system only, right? And the foreign trade, which is conducted mostly on wholesale basis, and which is subdivided into three class: import trade, export trade, intraport trade. In that, first is the import. In that, what is meant by import trade? When a trader of one country purchase good from the trader of other country, it is called as a import trade. Second one is the export. Export trade means when the trader of one country sell goods to the trader of other countries, this trade is called as a export trade. And last one is the intraport trade means when the trader purchase good from one country and sell the same good to another country, it is called as a intraport trade. And that it consisting a sale of good by a country to a foreign country for further sell or to sell to the other consuming country. It is also called as a re-export trade. A re-export trade is carried on by the countries which have port that are conveniently situated to serve as a distributing center for neighboring countries which import large quantities of such goods, right? In that, the many pharmaceutical companies are marketing their products to our countries while exporting the pharmaceutical product to other countries. Among the other things, there are various conditions must be satisfied, right? The conditions like an international standard for formulation be maintained, international standard for packaging be also maintained, or also the export item must be cleared by the food and drug authority of the country concerned, and maybe the clinical data of pharmaceutical product is provided. That all are the international or international trade. In that, interport trade, it is a branch of the commerce is the trade. So thank you guys for your kindly attention. Next part will be seen in next video. Thank you very much.